So you already had a deal then, but your first deal, you moved to Atlanta from Japan?
Yeah.
And then you got a deal with little Scrappy, right? You were with Scrappy somewhere.
Let me clear this up. So I moved. Scrappy came to a city called Okinawa in Japan, and same type of ordeal. Like, I was supposed to open up. When somebody played me or something, like, I was going through shit. One show would be hot, I open up. Next show is so much politics, something going down, I can't open up, whatever. But I'm here. I made it to his show, though. He has Don Cannon, DJ Don Cannon with him. And he has his road manager. Cannon's, like, focused on uploading, like, this Jeezy tape at the time. And I can't remember which one, but he's focused on uploading it to the internet at this time. And I can't talk to Scrappy and I can't talk to his manager. They like on some other hella people in their room, all of this. But Cannon's like, yo, kind of like on the same thing. Like, yo, what are you doing here, though? Like, yo, what should we eat? Like, stuff like that. I'm like, man, I rap. Da-da-da-da-da. Hey, so you know, Cannon's like, yo, meet. He introduced us. Boom. Scrappy, like, I talked to him. I'm like, yeah. At this point in my time of opening up for people over there, I'm like, I'm not even gonna say too much because they all say this. Like, it always be the same thing. I'm gonna just introduce myself, rap if I got to, get somebody's contact, and get back where I'm going. I end up rapping. Scrappy ends up going on Twitter and tweeting like, yo, I got a new artist from Japan, and like at me. But like at that time, it was like, damn, like, okay, this is a solidified rapper who has went platinum, who has did his thing, and he's tweeting me from over here. All right, this is different for me at that time. Like, I had already been opening up and hearing a bunch of stuff. So then I'm talking to him. As he tweets, he's still there in front of me. So I'm like, shit, well, if I ever make it over there, like, if I ever come over there, I'm trying to fuck with you. Like, da-da-da-da. He like, man, I'm gonna hit you in like a week. On my daughter, I'm gonna hit you. That rung in my head for a whole week, like on my daughter. Like, I'm like, a lot of people have said things, but like, who would put something on their daughter that's that simple? Like, if it's not. And he really stood on what he said. I came to Atlanta, picked me up from there. I ain't gonna lie, when I got to Atlanta and I was calling him, when I got to Atlanta, I was calling him like, yo, we just arrived, because I had flew into somewhere else and I drove to Atlanta. I'm like, yo, I arrived. I ain't gonna lie, he wasn't picking up my call. Like, for like maybe like an hour or something. I was like, I'm fucked. I'm fucked. We're fucked.
That's a rough hour.
Yeah, that was a rough hour. That was like, yo, like, damn, they said this would happen. Like, it was one of those. But then my phone rang and it's like, yo, where you at? Yeah. I'm like, yo, I'm here, blah, blah, da, 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 da. And we link up and hop in the car with him and we go to Ludacris. And like, it just starts. Yeah. Like, this artist from Japan I was telling you about to everybody. And then like, I just never left Atlanta. Like, I got family in Atlanta already. Like, I knew people, and I just never left Atlanta from there. And then years go by, and, you know, I see what type of situation it is with him and learn positive and negative. And then I meet Jermaine Dupri.
How many years were you with Scrappy? Or
like, I turned 18 in the studio with him. It was making me drink Ciroc. Yeah, crazy. I'd say from like 17 to 18, 19, to like 24 or something like that, 23. Like,
but he opened the door though.
He made it where like, yo, like we opened the door. Like, yo, if you come, I'll fuck with you. Yeah. But I'm not like bringing you to me. I'm not like going out of my way to. You gotta want it, and if you come, I'll fuck with you. I came, and when I went to his house, he was like, yo, shit, you gotta leave already? And I'm like, shit, I ain't gotta leave. He's like, shit, just stay with me. And then I'm in Atlanta. Love. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, with Scrappy. Yeah. And he's at this time he's in a relationship with Diamond from Crime Mob. So she's at the house. His daughter's at the house. His mom's at the house. This is before Love and Hip Hop. Yeah. It's like, you know, like in the times. But I ended up doing that for a few years, like, and watching his career like on a real dialed in level, like every meeting, everything, and like seeing the positive, seeing what the negative was, seeing why people, seeing everything. And then I went and took a shot for myself, like, yo, Like, I technically, because the thing with him, he never wanted to do no paperwork with me. Yeah. Like, because he didn't really maybe, I don't know, think about paperwork, or he didn't feel he could really properly push me. So, like, what's the point of doing paperwork if I can't properly push you? Until Jermaine Dupri came along and was like, yo, I want to sign you. And then it was like, yo, hold up. My bad. If he signed to you, just send me the paperwork. Well, he not signed to me. And at this point in my career, I'm like, shit, JD don't even want to talk without the paperwork.
Yeah.
So it's like, I was ready for the next step. Like, and I took this step. And
Did you have a conversation with Scrappy? Before you made the move?
No, so what happened was, maybe like 6 months before JD even came into picture, I had already broke away and started like my label and my company, and was just like pushing me and my brother, and like Scrap was still there, pop out, help us, but it was like, oh yeah, that's cool. I dropped a song in Atlanta that started picking up, and shout out to my manager at this time. I met a guy named Miguel, who still cracking. He's doing this thing right now. He found Little Pump. He found a bunch of people. But I found Miguel, and he heard this song and was like, yo, I can get on the radio. Like, I can get on the radio for you if you sign this paper. I'm like, what is this paper? You know what I mean? He's like, but I look like it's a management thing, da-da-da-da-da, but I'm going to invest, I'm going to get my money back type of situation. I did it. He put some money into the song. Next thing you know, Jermaine Dupri's calling me every day, like, yo, I heard this song. Like, hell, who managed you? Like, what's going on? Like, what, da-da-da-da-da, I want to do something with you. So, boom, we end up doing it. Scrappy sees it. He's not too, you know what I mean? But
he was bitter?
Yeah, he wasn't too, like, he was like, almost like, dang, like, all the work I did, or whatever he feels he did, like, damn, I'm being left out of it for a little while.
Should have gave you some paperwork.
You know, and it's crazy because there's an interview where me and JD went with DJ Holiday. I was just looking at it the other day. It says like 8 years ago, but DJ Holiday says it. So you were here with me with Scrappy at one time, and now you're here with JD. Like, how does that work? I remember he said it, and I was like, man, it just, you know, like, that was definitely a time, and I was working, and I did a lot of work that I didn't know what was worth what wasn't worth what. Like, I just was there. You know, you at ground level, like, go from BT watching TVs in your mama's crib about, like, these artists. So you're here, so you're going to, like, at least me, my mentality was do anything to better the artist that I'm around. Like, even if I didn't get the light, and like, for so many nights I traveled 7 hours, 8 hours. We go to a little Scrappy show. He performs, shuts it down. I'm supposed to perform with him. And then, like, when the lights come on, he's like, oh yeah, cut his song on, man. Like, is it worth it? Like, was it? So you just got to look at it. But like, I was always there to better, even in my now as where I'm at right now. Like, the situation that I have, like, I had a management situation with Ty Dolla $ign, and we work. But if you talk to Ty, he'd be like, yo, 24 is like definitely not just an artist. Like, I'm writing, I'm if I gotta carry the bags, I'll carry the bags. Like, it's just, I'm a team player. So it's like anywhere I go, like from Jermaine Dupri, like me and Jermaine Dupri back rocking like heavy. Like, and we did our situation, I think in 2013. I didn't blow up from that situation. Like, we did it, we produced some music, we put it out, we went to RCA with Mark Pitts, like, we did it, but it didn't take me to the next level. It was just kind of like...
Did RCA sign you?
Yeah.
Oh, they did?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. This is like, you know, now I'm going by 24 hours, but this is
so back then, what were you going by?
Royce Rizzy. It was Rolls Royce Rizzy into the lawsuit.
Yeah, what happened with the lawsuit? You got sued for using Rolls Royce name?
Yeah, like, it's because I was working with Scrappy and JD. Like, their names were so big at the time that it was like, yo, who's this guy using our name and doing shows and this and this? But I thought it was cool because I always heard Kanye and I always heard Ross, like Maybach music. Like, I'm like, damn, are they getting sued? Like, so like, I thought it was cool to use it. So I did use it, and like, it just kept popping out. Like, I was starting to do a lot of shows, like picking up. Like, I got a song on the radio, like in the South, in the market, and they start picking up. And people just start showing up to my shows.
So that's free promotion for Rolls Royce. They actually send you like
they sent me
a cease and desist.
Yo, boom, copyright infringement. Da 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 da. You got it. You need. And they had a picture of me and Zaytoven, and I got a hoodie on that says Team Rolls Royce with the logo. They're like, beat it. And they're like, yo, like, so we're about to do the deal with RCA, and JD calls me like, yo, you got to take that off your name. Like, you can't, like, actually, JD told me I had to take it off my name before we did the RCA deal. We did the RCA deal with JD, and then the infringement came. But the case was been built, like, but now, we knew he was gonna do something. He signed with JD. Hey there, JD made one post about it, like, are y'all serious? Like, how are y'all suing him and he's broke? Like, he's not making no money off y'all name. If anything, you should be empowering the guy,
absolutely,
like, you know, and whoop-de-woo. So they kind of let it go, but then, like, after that whole JD wave and everything, I didn't want to, like, have that name no more. Like my little brother popping off, like it's a whole new wave of shit going on. Like, and I just switched. Like, I'm gonna switch my name, and I'm not gonna tell nobody about it, and I'm gonna just see who loves it, like for what it is. You know?
Did you bridge your brother up into the game, or
for sure
through you, and now he just came up, and now
I used to go do shows. And have to go like to Alabama for the weekend or something. We're in Atlanta, keep in mind. So, like, quick trip. But there was only like, only you could come. So Tokyo would have to stay back at the crib. And he'd be like, man, what am I supposed to be doing, bro? I'm like, the Pro Tools setup is right here. You're supposed to be recording. I literally pulled my iPhone out, made him pull his phone out, click record and film how I record it. You go here, you open this up, you pull this, you pull your beat, you record. When you're done, you click this, you click this, you click this, and then this makes an MP3, you send it to your phone. Once he got the hang off the video, he's just sending me songs now, like sending me songs. And then boom, here you go. Like, he creates Uber Everywhere, these big hits that are massive hits from just being left at the crib by himself, recording on the laptop, doing it. But it was like, you got, if I got it, you got it. We brothers. Like, you just got to figure it out.
So he blew up with Uber Everywhere, right?
For sure.
And then you said that Uber wasn't even happy about that shit.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't more so not happy. Just yeah. If you listen, it's everyone knew the Uber Everywhere. So even like every Uber driver, like, his clips of Kanye West saying Uber Everywhere. like it's just like, it was big, but if you really dig into the lyrics and stuff, like, no corporate company could endorse it. Like, talk about smoking weed in the Ubers and she got Kylie Jenner lips giving me head, and like, we can't endorse this. Like, you know what I mean? Now, if you clean it up maybe, or if you do this, but I think Liff had came in and was like, yo, y'all want to do like a remix?
Lift
like,
everywhere.
Yeah, we'd go. But Tokyo's such one of the wavy kids. He's like, bro, I'm not catching a high or rise off of, like, I'm ready to go to the next song. Then boom, he drops Skateboard P, and it's huge. And Pharrell's coming out to it at Complex Con, and like, it's just like, he didn't chase that high. But Travis Scott did hop on the Uber Everywhere song. Yeah, and there is a video, so like, that was lit. Yeah. All this is happening, and I'm just in the background.
He charged you for the verse?
Nah.
I love that.
He begged to get on the verse. Like,
I love that.
Please, like, send the beat. Matter of fact, Sycamore, his A&R, was hitting us like, it's hitting this. Matter of fact, he did the verse and played it everywhere before giving it to us. Like just playing it everywhere so people could hear it. Like, so it was just blowing it up even more, to be honest.
That's dope. So you've worked with a lot of different people. I think your first album had a ton of people on it, right? Hit Boy, Ty Dolla $ign, Wiz.
Yeah, Hit Boy and Ty Dolla $ign executive produced it. So
that's big time.
Hit Boy did all the beats besides the last 4 beats, which those beats was Hit Maker. But the beginning, the whole top, I want to say if there's like 18 or 17 songs, like the first 12 Hit Boy produced, and Ty, like, yeah, it did what Ty does. Like you can hear him on a bunch of backgrounds. Some of the features that's on that tape, Ty connected me with him. So Hit Boy and Ty did that together. That was before the Nas Hit Boy tapes and before Racks in the Middle, Hit Boy. This was Hit Boy, me pulling up on Hit Boy every day, like, yo, we should do a tape, like, and we did a project.